See how he look?
Out of the ring, struts out of his corner. The first punch he throws.
Loved Muhammad Ali, loved Jack Johnson,
No.
loved standard bearers. That's who I am. I'm the last in the line of the greats. I am GOAT.
Stop playing with him, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Now, if y'all want to see the Chris Eubank reaction where I react to his whole life and his documentary, go check that out. But hey, that just gave me chills. I ain't gonna lie. Look, man, like, comment, subscribe, bro. Chris Eubank, greatest knockouts, man. Let's scary KO power, man. Let's go ahead.
Welcome back to Greatest Hits here on BLTV Extra.
You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
I am the man.
We'll be looking back at one of the most unique pugilists, both in and out of the ring.
I am the man.
Competed in the noble art.
And it was by
That
the
boy
toughest
different.
fight I ever had.
A mighty warrior who was heavily inspired by the ancient gladiatorial games, not just for its brutal nature, but more so for what it took to win the crowd's favor. A truly one-of-a-kind character. Many were convinced it was simply a gimmick, but he backed up every word with blood, guts, and glory. Here now, BLTV presents Chris Eubank Sr.'s Greatest. Many were convinced it was simply a gimmick, but he backed up every word with blood, guts, and glory.
Well, y'all, gimmick, y'all better stop.
BLTV presents Chris Eubank Sr.'s Greatest Hits. June 28th, 1989. After a dozen or so victories in non-televised bouts, Chris Eubank was signed to Barry Hearn of Matchroom Sports, making one of his first appearances on British TV against the Canadian middleweight.
British TV. He went against Canadian middleweight.
In the business, Eubank, I tell you. He moves from side to side, comes into.
I think I don't. What's this in the? I don't know.
What he's going to do next year? He's lacking about at this moment, obviously.
I like his fight style. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
Ooh, he nasty.
And he'll keep this up now, and Jacobs will fly in there any second. There it is, it's all over, and it had to be.
Eubank got the job done in the second round and displayed some decent skills along He at the very least seemed proud of his night's work, celebrating in his usual braggadocious manner. Bravado aside,
he hit like a
this
truck.
was clearly a very bright prospect who could pick his punches many years beyond his experience.
He hit with all stiff ones too. He only no light shots, all
October
stiff
24th,
ones.
1989. Competing in his 9th fight of the year, Eubank took his first step toward contender level, challenging one of his first opponents with a good winning record in Jean-Noel Camara.
Oh shit!
Courses, Timber Mario.
Ooh! Boy, you can hurt a boy.
Camara was put down barely a minute into the opening round and showed his experience soon after by taking a knee to make a full recovery.
Yeah.
Camara, Jean-Noel Camara looking so apprehensive. Oh! I went right out. He went right out. So apprehensive. Camara, Jean-Noel Camara looking so apprehensive. Oh!
Sleep.
Right out. He went right out.
In what was now becoming his signature punch, Eubank put Camara away with a right uppercut.
Eubank top 5.
Improving his record.
I don't know what he top, but he top 5.
8 inside the distance. November 5th, 1989. Eubank was in a trolling type of mood when he met the former amateur standout and well-respected pro Johnny Melfa at the Royal Albert Hall in London.
Hey, give me your top 5 non-USA fighters. Like somebody from not from USA. Give me your top 5 non-USA fighters. Give me your top 5. Give me your top 5, man. He cocky with it.
Very effective.
In a move that shocked not only the crowd, but certainly his opponent, Eubank spent the first round just literally walking around the ring and posing. It got to a point where he decided to freeze like a statue, at which juncture the referee had to step in and remind Chris this was a boxing match.
Now, Tony Walker has said, gentlemen, you're not at the old Vic, you're at the...
What the hell is going on? Why wasn't the other dude like trying to hit him? Or was he just trying to wait? I don't. What Eubank got going on?
You're in a boxing ring, so let's see some action. Eubank's dignity clearly stung by those rights. He's got him with the right hand, and he's down.
He might be dead. He might be. I see why Eubank ain't want to fight. Eubank like, bro, I don't even want to hit you, dude. Bruh, he wasn't even trying to.
Eubank's dignity clearly stung by those rights. He's got him with the right hand, and he's down.
Eubank proved there was a method to his madness in the fourth, exploding out of nowhere with a huge right hand that put Melfa out for the count. An all-around bizarre boxing match, but the type of unconventional sporting entertainment
That boy different.
fans started to adore.
He different. I like that, though. I ain't gonna lie.
September 22nd,
That's different.
Now competing at minor championship level, an all-business-looking Eubank defended his WBC international title against the Brazilian super middleweight champion, Ronaldo dos Santos.
Ronaldo dos Santos.
Stalks out into the middle of the ring, glares at Dos Santos.
You see how he look?
Out of the ring, struts out of his corner. The first punch he throws.
Hey, my man, hey, first punch.
The first punch he throws.
He like, ah, that hurt. That hurt. Yeah. Nah, Eubank, bro. Off the first punch, overhand right, go to sleep.
The first punch he throws.
That was nasty.
Oh, that's amazing.
Before the broadcaster could even put
That's why I love Eubank so much, bro. My man just come out the corner. What's up, bro?
Dos Santos with a mighty overhand right. Chris
Boom!
had now stopped 9 of his previous 10 opponents, leading to him being a revered puncher at the 160-pound middleweight limit.
I am the man, and I will continue to be the man for as long as I am undefeated. You are mine, you belong to me. I am the man.
I am the man. You are mine, you belong to me. Oh, man, this was critical.
1991.
It was
After
bad.
capturing his first world title against the feared KO artist Nigel Benn, which we'll expand on further later in the video, Eubank made a couple of routine defenses before
I
stepping
ain't
up
really
to challenge
fucking with
many
Nigel.
considered one of the best middleweights in the world, let alone Britain, Michael Watson. A fighter who held wins over Errol Christie and an
I think I do a Michael Watson. I ain't doing Michael Watson vid. Y'all always tell me to do a Michael Watson vid, so I gotta
undefeated
do.
version of Nigel Benn.
I'm glad the man.
Oh, what?
Middleweights in the world, let alone Britain, Michael Watson. A fighter who held wins over Errol Christie and an undefeated version of Nigel Benn.
Damn.
I'm glad the man believes in his own hype. You know, he's foolish enough to take this fight, and I don't think he realizes what he's up against.
He's an obstacle of which I must pass. Other than that, he doesn't exist.
The only way you can do that is to earn plenty of money and get out.
No, he doesn't exist.
He
Oh,
could
shit.
punch himself out as he did with Matthew Benn. New Jersey, Las Vegas, Miami and Puerto Rico have really shown in the past.
Ah.
Now he's got to cover up now, Wetson.
The fight was close in the opening half, but Eubank was clinching the close rounds by landing the more effective, powerful. Was close in
Well,
the
that shot
opening
was to the
half,
back of
but
the
Eubank
head,
was
boy.
clinching the close
Ooh.
rounds by landing the more effective, powerful shot.
Boom, that left
Something
hook,
Watson
though.
was content with, however, as his game plan was to allow Chris to tire and then pounce down the stretch.
It's never over until the final bell, and a punch is always in there with a chance. He's lost all control, all composure, real under pressure here. Circles. See, Eubank never sustains punching regs, so sometimes when he throws 5 or 6 punches, he's out of breath quick and he goes for a rest. He probably trains the same way he fights, he doesn't sustain the action.
After 12 hard-fought rounds by both men, in what was unquestionably one of the best fights of that year, Eubank was awarded a narrow majority decision.
Oh, this wasn't that fight. I thought it was.
Like a dog this fight. I fought like a dog, and I deserved the win.
Eubank went on to face Watson in a rematch just 3 months later, where after another all-out war, Chris scored a KO victory, but the challenger, unfortunatately, suffered a career-ending injury. 25th, 1992. Now campaigning at the super middleweight division, Eubank made his second defense of his WBO title against the top 168-pound American contender, John Jarvis.
What's in the traditional English style of boxing.
Good luck from Eubank.
There's a good left hook. He's shaking.
Sugar Boy Malinga.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He's certainly more vicious.
Bam! Bam!
For a time, so it's going to be difficult.
After a one-sided opening round, Eubank flexed some showmanship by walking around the ring during the interval, letting the crowd know he had this one in the bag.
I love it. Yo, I love Chris so much, bro. Yo, he in my personal top five. I cannot lie to y'all, bro. I don't need no corner man, man. I'm walking around. I'm him.
After a one-sided opening round, Eubank flexed some showmanship by walking around the ring during the interval, letting the crowd know he had this one in the bag.
Eubank comes into the crowd.
Oh shit!
Right-left combination from the champion.
You get the feeling that Eubank is just waiting. Oh, what about that? Oh, that is the right over. What a finish. Oh my God Almighty, that was a superb.
That was a piece of a from the champion.
Bro, they hit hard on that motherfucking mat. Bam! Nah, Chris Eubank, bro. Y'all better put some respect on Chris Eubank name. Mini Mike. We call him the British Mike Tyson.
Eubank was renowned for having a low punch output.
The British Mike
To pick the
Tyson.
right ones at the right time was what kept the crowd and his opponents on their toes. An incredible one-punch KO.
I have to say the scene.
Marry me, Cameron.
Genuine hate
Marry me.
to Rambo.
For sure. I have nothing to say to Nigel. I find the man intolerable in that he's so wild. I have no time for such people. He has no class as far as I see it.
I personally do hate him.
So is there any point to me asking you to shake hands after?
So no.
October 9th,
Is that
1993. 3 years on from their first meeting, where Eubank was able to KO his arch-rival Nigel Benn in an all-time classic, the two were back to settle the score once and for all. Meeting in a rematch.
Like I said, I want to see that full Eubank reaction where I watched all that. Go check boxing playlist after this.
Unified the belts at the super middleweight division.
I might get y'all a Nigel Benn reaction. We might do one.
I know what I expected. Knocked down a peg or two.
I got a grudge versus Nigel though. Shout out to the G-Man.
Seen him in Scotland last time up.
It's fair to say it was the sharpest version of both fighters we'd seen in many years. But it was Benn's aggression early on that put him ahead and set the pace, testing Eubank's endurance and conditioning to its max limit.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Right hand punch there, Jim. Right above us here. He's hurt Eubank. He puts his eyes. Eubank actually had the nerve to call him on there.
I don't think it was heart rage. There wasn't a change in his eyes. He stumbled after the punch. It was a good shot.
Loves to tear up Nigel Benn now. That suits him. He wants to draw Eubank into swapping punches with him.
Eubank eventually got back to level pegging, but Benn's drive and will to win never allowed him to take full control, resulting in a razor-thin contest heading into the championship rounds.
He's been throwing little clips around the ears. The event has made the whole thing.
Bam! Oh! I can't believe that boy's still standing after that left.
He comes when he's hot. He's always the same. That's what makes him so exciting.
Both guys gave their very all. A prideful, brutal, and all-around excellent championship fight, which, in the end, was probably righteous to end as a majority draw, with both guys retaining their titles. But more importantly, for their own mental state, their pride and respect among boxing fans globally.
I haven't got any complaints with the draw. You know, it was a close fight. He hit me with some good shots. I hit him with some good shots, and you know, such is life.
Such is life. Joe Calzaghe, man.
October 11th, 1996.
Joe Calzaghe ain't never lost a fight.
2 defeats to bitter rival Steve Collins. Eubank was now out of his prime, but felt he still had enough to derail the hopes and dreams of a fighter many considered the best young prospect in world boxing, the undefeated speed demon, Joe Calzaghe.
That boy right there is different. I got a Joe Calzaghe reaction too. Go check that out if y'all want to go watch. Go check that out.
And let's go with the left hand. Straight away. Well, Calzaghe is a very fast start of 10 first round.
Oh!
Eubank on the floor for only the 5th time in his career. What a
He said, good shot. Hell yeah. Joe ain't one of them.
Like a light, and and dropped Eubank in the opening seconds. The younger man then proceeded to beat Eubank around the ring, even dropping in some alley shuffles and bolo punches, which seemed to liven up the former champ more than the knockdown itself, as Chris came back in the mid-rounds, recapturing his skills of old, testing the young prodigy like no man he had faced before this point.
Here's round 7. Eubank again goes for the fast start. Can he break Calzaghe's resistance? Got knocked out in the last. Tried to go for the stoppage.
Ooh.
Right from Eubank on the bell, and I think he would have taken that round. Is he on the way back?
The crowd were loving Eubank's desire to grit down and become champion once again. However, this was a task that we would later find out was near on impossible, as Calzaghe knuckled down and landed his trademark million punches around to win by unanimous decision. Something boxing fans got used to, as the Welshman would go on to retire an undefeated
bro. That ain't lost.
First ballot Hall of Fame legend. There was no shame in Chris losing to this man at this point in his career.
So you're a young kid and you see how dangerous he can be. You've seen him against Nigel Benn. He goes down, he gets back, and he's tough. And he was hungry. He was hungry. He did take
I'm gonna be honest. Joe, you'd have called him earlier.
me to the well. And it was by far the toughest fight I ever had.
Trying to sum up Eubank's career is difficult. He was unquestionably one of the best British fighters of his time, backed up by his staggering 24
one of the
World
best
Championship bout.
Give me y'all top 5 British fighters right now, man, because if he's not in it, we got a problem.
However, as was much his nature, he did it by his own rulebook, fighting a long list of lower quality fighters along the way and defending a belt that wasn't quite yet established as a proper world title. That's not to downplay things too much, because it took a genuine madman to step up and face the likes of Nigel Benn twice, particularly when the guy has a sworn hatred in his heart for you. As a fighter, he was clever, powerful, and ridiculously strong, often able to control the action at his own pace due to his superior ring IQ and being able to hold the center of the ring. But after
he was
everything
hitting like a
done,
truck.
it would be his losses that he said himself would be remembered most fondly. Not because people wanted to see him lose, as he played the role of a villain for much of his career. But
I like the villain. If y'all didn't know on this channel, I love the villains. I love villains. That's my, I love the villain.
Without saying he had an iron chin, but it takes more than that to withstand the punishment he absorbed in his fights. He had the heart of a true warrior, so much so that it stood out in a sport where literally every guy that steps through those ropes has to be some kind of crazy.
For sure, Ski.
Doing. And after revisiting his career for this video, I can genuinely say that I've been entertained as much as I have by any other project I've ever made. And that was the name of the game for Chris Eubank. Entertainment.
Now for sure, man. The greatest one of the greatest entertainers, man. One of the greatest boxers ever. I don't care about none of that world title. I don't, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about Chris Eubank, man. Let me know what I should react to next. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Okay.